Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead and Cande Roth, and cross your fingers, knock on wood. I don't want to jinx anything, but the next few days, maybe through the weekend, barring just a stray shower here and there, we look to have some seriously beautiful weather, Cande.
I cannot wait. Let me tell you, I was in the house on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I didn't leave. I finally left yesterday as soon as the show was over. Thank heaven. I followed your thing. I went to Costco because you made it sound so delicious, except the Costco I went to had a long line to get in, and everybody seemed confused. And I said, I'm not dealing with this. So I went and got Costco gas. Have you ever gotten gas at Costco?
I have not only gotten gas at Costco, I've gotten gas at BJ's, and I will let you have your story back in a second, but I will tell you that if you shop at these places, you earn points as well, and I got gas at BJ's 2 weeks ago for 67 cents a gallon.
Okay, you beat my story, all right? Because I look, and usually it's very, very heavy at the gas pumps. You gotta wait, there's long lines, and it wasn't busy at all. So I was able to get gas. One person was ahead of me. I paid $1.67. Okay, so you beat me.
That is a great price, actually.
It is a great price, and I filled up the tank, and I was thrilled that I discovered a quiet moment there.
And you should be thrilled, because that's an incredible price. We gas up at BJ's and Costco all the time. But I will tell you that, and I don't know if Costco does this, I know BJ's for sure, if you shop a certain amount, you get rewards. They're called octane points. And the gas at BJ's was also, this was a couple weeks ago, was $1.57 back then, but we actually got it for 67 cents a gallon because of the money we spent at BJ's. Wow.
You spend a lot more money there than I do. I don't have a big family like that to stock up on all those huge things. But yes, I was thrilled. You've taken the wind out of my sails a bit, but it was thrilling.
You don't need a 7-foot-high jar of mayonnaise, Cande.
I do not. And then I went from there to my favorite little shop, right? And it was not crowded at all. There was no wait, and I had a lovely time.
Yes, and just to put people at ease a little bit, if, about the supermarkets and stuff, the initial rush of running to get supplies and food at all these places, from a month and a half, 2 months ago, has definitely settled down. And specifically at your local supermarket, like you said, you can walk into your local, around the corner supermarket, whether it be ShopRite, Stop and Shop, King Cullen, or whatever it is, and there really is not it's not a lot of people usually to get in there, Cande.
No, I mean, there has been, but lately it's been good, so that was good. But Costco's always crazy, so I'll try again. I think I tried too early in the day. I have to go later in the afternoon, and I'll see how that works out.
Yeah, I think the other day when I visited the Costco in Riverhead, it was not only raining, but it was the day after Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So I got lucky. It was empty.
You did. I'm going to have to figure out another time and see. Maybe 4 o'clock will be better for me.
Yeah, no, that's 4 o'clock's probably good. 3:30, maybe. You got to remember, people are still working, right? So you got to get there before 5 for sure.
Right.
And if you think about hospital shifts ending and things like that, if you know when your local, the medical place nearby, and you got to kind of time it out. And I bet 2, 3 o'clock is probably the best time in the afternoon.
Definitely going to try it again. Tom, not giving up.
Yeah, for sure. You got to give it a whirl. I told you the other day, right? I forget from day to day. I told you that we walked into BJ's literally as they restocked the chicken cutlets, Cande.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean...
In my supermarket, they had plenty of meat and plenty of chicken. They really did. Plenty.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talk about a shortage, and that could be coming. I mean, we could, that could be next month. Who knows? And a lot of the factories having issues around the country. But for the most part, Cande, you could still find these things at your...
You can. Can't find yeast, but you can find everything else.
So Dr. Fauci, yes, you can't bake. They're not allowing you to bake, Cande.
I finally found self-rising flour. Okay, so we're going to try a little baking because we can't find yeast anywhere.
Good for you. Dr. Fauci testified at the Senate yesterday, stating that lifting the stay-at-home orders too fast means, quote, there's a real risk you will trigger an outbreak that you may not be able to control. How does that sit with you, Candy?
I'm sitting right here. I am sitting. They can open it up. I will dab my toe in as I see fit.
Well, what's going to happen, what we'll see happening for sure is, and look, things need to open slowly because they need to start testing stuff, whether it's a restaurant at 25% capacity or everyone still continues takeout, but maybe 10% can go in and sit distanced with plexiglass and masks and whatever the case may be. At a certain point, things will open, things will start to try to get back to normal, to test things out. Like we said, some of these states are kind of like a test run. Now, it's going to be up to the individual anyway. It's basically every man for himself. This family over here is going to decide to do one thing. The family next door in the house living next door is going to decide to do something else. It's everyone's going to have their own plan. And if you choose to stay home, and I choose to stay home, but the person next door chooses to go out, at a certain point, there's not much you can do about it. You just got to
No, I'm just not
happens.
going to a cafe like I saw in Colorado where it was jam-packed solid and the health department had to come in and shut it down.
Right. Yeah, well, and you're going to have some good and some bad, and we'll see how it goes. But, that's the latest. And then Los Angeles County says they may extend some form of stay-at-home orders until August. This is Los Angeles, Candy.
Wow.
They are looking at till August in certain respects. Maybe not a full stay-at-home, but certain things. So that's Los Angeles. And then another, and by the way, when it goes from California, it usually comes to New York. California also said all their state schools, their state universities, will be closed in the fall, Candy.
Oh, wow, that's huge.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on. Decisions, wow. A lot of decisions are going to be made here in the next few weeks.
Yeah, that's a big one.
My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.